Hello dear students, in this lesson I'm gonna talking about round numbers. In round numbers we have a rule for rounding each numbers. The rule is we have to find the place to which you want to round. After that we have to look at the digit next to the numbers or the digits that we want to round. If the digit is less than 5, the digit in the place rounding stay the same. If the digit is 5 or more than 5, the digit in the rounding place increase by 1, and then at last all the digits to the right of the rounding place become 0. So we have this example. We have to round these numbers to the place named. We have to round tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, and 100 million. First, we have to identify the place value for each digit. 2 is ones, tens, 100, ones, tens, 100, ones, tens, 100. After that, these 3 numbers become ones, and these 3 numbers become 1000, and these 3 numbers become million. So the first thing is we have to round these numbers. You have to round the digit tens. Tens, we have 3 tenses. The first one is this one, and this one, and this one, but it say only tens. We don't have 10,000 or 10 million. We have only tens. So this is tens. 5 is tens. We have to write all numbers at left the same without change. So before 5 we have 817 and 831, and we have 8. So 5 is tens. We have to round only 5s. After 5 we have 2. By the rounding rule, if the digits after 5 is less than 5, the digits in the place rounding stay the same without change. So 2 is less than 5, so this 5 stay without change, and then the numbers after the digits in the place rounding become 0. It means this 2 become 0. So this is rounding tens. 52 is round to the 50. After that we have to round 100 digits. So we have to find the 100 digit. This is 100 digit. We have to write all numbers at left the same without change. We have 817 and 831. After that we have 8. For rounding 100, 100 is 8. We have to look at the numbers next to 8. We have 5. By rounding rule, if we have 5 or greater than 5, these numbers that we want to round increase by 1. So 8 increased by 1 become 9. And these two numbers become 20. So 852 is close to 900 than 800. After that, we have to round 1000 digits. This is 1000 digit, ones of 1000 digit. We have to write all numbers at left the same. We have 817 and 83. So we have to round 1. After 1 we have 8. Because 8 is greater than 5, by rounding rule we have to increase 1 by 1. So 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So this one become 2 and this 3 numbers become 30. So 1852 is close to 2000 than 1000. After that we have to round 10,000. This is this 3 is 10,000. We have to write the numbers or all numbers at left the same without change. So we have 817 and 8. So 3 is 10,000. We have to look at the numbers next to 3. We have 1. 1 is less than 5, so by rounding rule 3 stay the same without change, and then these numbers after 3 become 0. We have 4 numbers become 4 zeros. After that we have to round 100,000. This is 100,000 digit. We have to write all numbers at left 817. After that we have to round 8. After 8 we have 3. 3 is less than 5. By rounding rule 8 stay the same and these numbers become 0. We have 5 numbers become 50. After that we have to round million. This is million digit. We have to write 81 without change, and after 7 we have 8. By rounding rule 8 is greater than 5, so 7 increased by 1, 7 become 8, and these numbers become 0. We have 6 numbers become 6 zeros. After that we have to round 10 million. This is 10 million digit. Before 1 we have 8. We have to write 8 without change and we have to round 1. After 1 we have 7. 7 is greater than 5. By rounding rule 1 increased by 1 become 2, and these numbers become 0. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. We have to write 7 zeros. After that we have to round 100 million, the last number. 8 is 100 million, and after 8 we have 1. 1 is less than 5. By rounding rule 8 stay the same without change, so we have to write 8, and after 8 we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. We have to write 8 zeros. After that we have this example. We have to round this number from or to the place name it. First we have to identify the numbers. The first number at right is ones, tens, hundreds, ones, tens, hundred, ones, tens, hundred. This three numbers become ones, and this three numbers become thousand, and the last three numbers become million. First part, we have to round only tens. This is tens. 2 is tens. We have to write all numbers at left the same without change. We have to 974, 859 and 5. We have to round 2. Next to 2 or after 2 we have 8. By rounding rule, 8 is greater than 5, so 2 increased by 1 become 3 and 8 becomes 0. After that we have to round 100. 2 is 100. We have to write all numbers at left without change. We have 974, 859. We have to round only 5. After 5 we have 2. 2 is less than 5. By rounding rule, 5 stay without change, and these two numbers become 20. After that you have to round 1000. 9 is 1000. Before 9 we have to write all numbers without change. We have 974, 85. We have to round 9. After 9 we have 5. By rounding rule, if we have 5 and greater than 5, the digits in the place rounding increase by 1. So 9, we have 9, but this 9 we can't write 10. So this 9 is not taking this 1, or we can't increase by 1. We have to increase 5 by 1, because before 9 we have 5. So this 5 becomes 6, and this 9 with these numbers becomes 0. So we have to write 4 zeros. After that we have to round 10,000. 10,000, 5 is 10,000. So we have to write all numbers at left without change. We have 974 and we have 8. So 10,000 is 5. After 5 you have 9. By rounding rule, if we have 5 and greater than 5, this numbers increase by 1. 5 increased by 1 is 6, and this 4 numbers become 40. After that we have to round these numbers 100,000. This is 100,000 digits, 8. We have to write these numbers without change. 974. 8 is 100,000. After 8 you have 5. By rounding rule, if you have 5 and greater than 5, this number increase by 1, so 8 increased by 1 become 9, and these 5 numbers become 5 zeros. After that you have to round million. This is million digit. Before million digit you have 97. We have to write 97. And after 4 we have 8. By rounding rule, if you have a number greater than 5 or 5, this number increase by 1. So 4 become 5, and this 6 numbers become 6 zeros. After that we have to round 10 million. This is 10 million. Before 10 million we have 9, and after 10 million we have 4. 4 is less than 5, so 7 stay without change, and this 7 numbers become 7 zeros. After that, the last rounding, 100 million. 100 million is 9. After 9 you have 7 by rounding rule. If you have 5 and greater than 5, this number increased by 1. So 9 increased by 1 become 10. And these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 become 8 zeros. So this is 1 billion. In the grade 5 you will teach, or you will learn the billions.